This is the final championship match before Stadium Stampede takes place at WWE Armageddon. The ECW Championship main eventing the championship matches here at Armageddon. It's going to be a 15-minute Extreme Iron Man match, stipulation chosen by CM Punk by virtue of winning a three-way dance matchup on ECW.
From Ghana, West Africa, weighing in at 200.
It was Punk and Suzuki defeating Goldberg and Bron Breakker, defeating the New Day, Kofi, Kingston, and Xavier Woods. You're going to see a 15-minute war. Most pinfalls, most submissions to be the ECW champion. We've already seen new tag team champions crowned here tonight at Armageddon. The Usos defeating Roman Reigns and The Rock. Yes, you heard right, The Rock defeating Roman Reigns and The Rock to win the tag team championships. We saw a brand new Intercontinental champion crowned on our Patreon Sunday Night Heat kickoff show. 3 exclusive matches from Armageddon for our Patreon members, and the Intercontinental Championship back with Robert Roode after his win over Kane. You can check that out, patreon.com/TVSports27. And now our ECW Championship match about to take place here. Extreme Rules, Iron Man rules. And then, boy, you tell me it's not like from Extreme Rules, Iron Man style, to Stadium Stampede. Retribution versus the Judgment Day. Edge, Undertaker, Robert Roode, T-Bar, Mace, Slapjack, Rey Mysterio, Kane. They're all in it. 16-person war for the first time in WWE history. Stadium Stampede. But here's your ECW champion, CM Punk. When Kevin Owens took ownership of WWE, he gave Paul Heyman ECW back. That show is a Patreon exclusive show that you guys can check out. The 24/7 championship reborn as the ECW championship. And it's about to go down. The people already chanting, CM Punk, CM Punk. And there you see it. We have several referees that are getting ready. From what I understand, about 5 referees to be assigned to the Stadium Stampede match, because that match can end at any point by pinfall or submission. And here we go. The Iron Man match. The Extreme Iron Man match here. And Punk immediately headed to the floor looking for weapons. I mean, immediate. He's the ECW champ for a reason. Now, this is interesting. A triple threat Iron Man match, or I guess ECW style is a 3-way dance. It's, we've kind of seen, I guess, the 5-man with the Iron Survivor Challenge, but trying to get the most pinfalls when you have 2 opponents in there has got to be extremely tough to do. Because instead of you just having more points than one guy, you gotta have more points than 2 guys. And it's much easier to have a tie, you would have to imagine, in a 3-way dance situation rather than a one-on-one situation. Bron Breakker picking up Kofi. And, oh, puts him right across the top. Just about a minute and some change into this Extreme Iron Man matchup for the ECW Championship. And they don't care. I mean, you know, the old saying goes, we've already had everyone say, hey, try to top this on this card tonight. Some crazy matches. Would you believe that AJ Styles and Shawn Michaels wasn't the best match on a wrestling card? Stadium Stampede coming up. You would think, okay, take it easy. It's going to be chaos. 16 people going at it in the next matchup. No. Punk says, I'm getting everything and the kitchen sink out there. Kofi Kingston, clothesline onto CM Punk. You guys, if you're watching on Twitch, if you're watching on Patreon, Stadium Stampede coming your way in just a bit. If you're watching on YouTube, you are going to want to be subscribed on YouTube. You do not want to miss Stadium Stampede coming your way tomorrow. It is going to be uploaded onto YouTube for the first time in WWE history. Make sure you're subscribed, because if you aren't, you're going to miss Stadium Stampede. CM Punk. Oh my God, that brain buster onto Kofi Kingston. Into the cover. Ooh, and that was almost the very first 3 count there of our Extreme Iron Man matchup here. Punk. Got Kofi. Uh-oh. Right through the table. Bron Breakker with the Singapore Cane now. You don't necessarily have to break up pinfall attempts because the match would continue, but you also don't want your opponent to be gaining victories here and getting points. We got Moose joining us in the chat. What's going on, Moose? Glad to have you here. Appreciate you joining us for, well, you're just in time. You've missed a great card. Of course, you know the entire thing is going to go up on our Patreon page, so if you missed any of the action, you can see it there. But Stadium Stampede is coming up next for the first time in WWE history. Look at CM Punk, Singapore Cane, wearing out Bron Breakker, and Breakker belly-to-belly slam onto Punk. This is the Extreme Iron Man match for the ECW Championship, but Punk answering right back onto Breakker and hits a massive clothesline. CM Punk has Breakker. GTS. Can Kofi break it up? Yes, he will. As we're about 30 seconds away from being 1/3 of the way through this matchup here. CM Punk coming through with the huge chops. Kofi duck under. What's this? Oh my God, nice. Hurricane Rana by Kofi Kingston as the ECW champ rolls out of the ring here. And Kofi, oh, look at the athleticism of Kofi Kingston. Looking to win his first singles championship since he was a WWE champion not too long ago. Kofi Mania. Bron Breakker also looking to win his first main roster singles champ, a former NXT champion who kicks out at a count of 2. And this one, you might think, 15 minutes, right? When you're used to a lot of Iron Man matches kind of being a 1 hour or 30 minutes. This is going to be 15 minutes of extreme action. So I don't know if these guys could go much longer than that with what they're doing to each other. CM Punk unloading. There might not be anything left for Stadium Stampede by the time CM Punk fills the ring up here. What's he doing with the ladder? What is Punk doing with the ladder? This man lost his mind. He is on the outside of the ring with the ladder, and he is going to jump in and land on Kofi Kingston. CM Punk, the ECW champion. Brainbuster onto Bron Breakker. Pinfall attempt broken up by Kofi. We do not have any pinfalls yet in the Iron Man match. Kofi Kingston. It's about to be trouble in paradise. SOS to CM Punk. Kofi sending Bron Breakker out of there. And the baseball bat. Duck under. Punk From behind. Look at Kofi, drop kick. Punk catches Kofi. A sledgehammer has been introduced into this one. I think he caught Punk low. Oh my goodness. Well, that's he might need a couple trips to Mindy's Bakery to overcome this one. Kofi Kingston has the first fall in the Extreme Iron Man match. A boom drop by Kofi. Kofi Kingston once again. Trouble in paradise for Bron Breakker, and it's 2-0 Kofi Kingston. Punk's got to get back in this thing. Punk trying to shake the cobwebs loose. Table back. Punk's got time now. 7 minutes. Can you believe? I mean, Kofi Kingston, obviously an amazing talent. But can you imagine somebody like the New Day holding the Extreme Championship? Right? Kofi Kingston, though, he could do it. Is ECW ready for rainbows and unicorns? Sledgehammer by Kofi Kingston. Bron responding. Punk. Breaker. Falcon Arrow onto the table. And CM Punk trying to get a pinfall here. Trying to get a point on the board. He's got to overcome Kofi Kingston right now. Kofi Kingston, much like the Prince Puma situation, inserted himself into this matchup with a oh, wait a minute. Cover. Oh, and a 2 count. CM Punk lining up Bron Breakker. And Breakker counters. Overhead, belly to belly. Like the Steiner family. And, well, where do you think he got that move from? Where do you think Punk got that move from? Well, here's the thing. Punk is going to tap out. I think that's a smart move. Because if you're CM Punk, you still got to overcome 2 points. Giving up 1 to Breakker in that situation, right? It's not like you got to overcome Kofi Kingston. Now, if Breakker starts getting points, that's a bad situation. But I think that's smart. You take the tap out right here. And now Punk with these sledgehammer blows. Is that going to be enough to get CM Punk on the board? Yes, it is. Wait a minute. Small package by Breakker. Was Breakker playing possum right there? Oh my God. Punk's got a table. Kofi Kingston has the ECW champion. We are at 420. And it's Kofi 2, CM Punk 1, Bron Breakker 1. Breakker. Oh my God, what a clothesline to CM Punk. Cover to Punk to tie it up with Kofi. Now here's the thing. If Kofi and Bron tie it too and the time runs out, does Punk retain the ECW title? That would be a question to be asked. This is a unique scenario. I guess we'd have to defer to Paul Heyman. Would a tie, even if Punk wasn't involved, keep the title on Punk? Breakker. Punk with the clothesline. Sending Breakker out of here. And CM Punk has Kofi Kingston, the leader, go to sleep. Bron's coming in. Oh, and Bron breaks it up. Oh my goodness, for Punk. Hey, this is the stipulation that CM Punk picks. Punk a bloody mess now. Just a preview of Stadium Stampede that's coming up. Breaker, power bomb on that table. And the sledgehammer. Kofi Kingston. Irish whip into the buckle. Stomping away at Kofi Kingston right now. Has him up, gut wrench, powerbomb. We are about to hit the 2-minute warning. Kofi hanging on to a 2-point, well, he's got a 1-point lead, but he's got 2 on the board. Kofi, double stomp on Punk. 2-minute warning in the Extreme Iron Man match. Kofi 2, Punk 1, Breaker 1. Well, the sledgehammer was effective for CM Punk last time. He's going to try it again. Breaker rolls out. This might be Punk's chance. CM Punk. Is that a Pepsi plunge? No. Kofi countered. Clothesline, and we got 1:30. Kofi might be looking for trouble in paradise. He hits it, and this might take Kofi to the ECW Championship. No. CM Punk kicks out. Kofi. Boom drop is missed. Punk is out of the way. We got 1 minute. CM Punk. Falcon Arrow onto Kofi Kingston. Cover. And a kick out by Kofi Kingston. Less than 1 minute to go. Punk's ECW Championship in jeopardy. Big kick there. Punk has Kofi. Kicks Kofi. The cover. 30 seconds. And a kick out by Kofi Kingston. Punk. Breaker. Oh, time is ticking down. Punk's got to tie it. Wait a minute. With 15 seconds. GTS. GTS. The cover. Referee. Look at the time. Oh, and we're tied. Punk. And it's a tie between CM Punk and Kofi Kingston. Unfreaking believable. You know what that means. We got to have at some point, whether it's on ECW, whether it's at the Rumble, Punk and Kofi are going to go at it one-on-one. Ladies and gentlemen, you do not want to miss a second of the action, because coming up next, if you're not subscribed on YouTube, you're going to miss it tomorrow. It's coming up right now. Stadium Stampede. Take a breather. Take it all in. Because Armageddon's going to conclude with Stadium Stampede between Retribution and the Judgment Day. A 16-person Stadium Stampede. Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas Raiders will never be the same again. Stadium Stampede coming up next at Armageddon.